One of the biggest ways that I've found hope in Jesus Christ actually started when I was really young. When I was around 5 or 6 years old, I had a bilateral hip surgery. It was a really painful procedure and recovery was difficult. I remember telling my parents that I knew I was going to be okay because Jesus had already felt this pain for me. I was only 6, but I knew that Christ understood exactly what I was feeling, and that gave me hope. It didn't make the pain immediately go away. It didn't mean that everything suddenly became easy, but it meant that I wasn't going through it alone. I knew that whatever physical pain I had experienced, whatever hard thing I had to face, Christ had already taken that upon himself. He understood it completely. That thought has stayed with me throughout my life. I have faced a lot of physical challenges, but I've also faced emotional ones too. There have been hard days, frustrating days, and times when things didn't go the way I wanted them to. But time and time again, I've gone back to the same thing I understood when I was 6. Christ already knows. He knows the pain. He knows the frustration. He knows the disappointment. He knows the fear. He understands every burden we will ever carry. And because he understands, we don't have to carry those things by ourselves. This is what hope in Christ means to me. Hope isn't thinking that nothing hard will ever happen to you. Rather, it's knowing that when hard things do happen, they don't have to defeat you. It's knowing that there is someone walking through it with you. And I think that it's really easy to forget that sometimes. We live in a world where negativity occurs everywhere. You can open social media and within a few minutes see people arguing, comparing themselves to one another, tearing people down, or focusing on everything that's wrong. And if we aren't careful, we start carrying all of that around with us. I've done it too. It can fill your mind before you even realize that it's happened. But when I stop and remember Christ, my whole perspective changes. I remember that I don't have to carry every fear, negative thought, every disappointment or burden on my own. Christ has already taken those things upon himself, and he is willing to carry them with us. That doesn't necessarily mean we ignore hard things or pretend that everything is positive, but it means we choose where we place our hope. Instead of letting negativity fill our minds, we can choose to fill them with Christ. And when we do that, life starts to look different to us. There's more peace, there is more gratitude, there's more strength to keep going, and there is hope. So as we're challenged to choose more light, I think one of the greatest ways we can do that is by remembering Jesus Christ. When something feels heavy, give some of that weight to him. When your mind starts filling with negative thoughts, remember that there is still good ahead. When life gets hard, remember that you aren't facing it alone. I learned that when I was 6 years old, and I'm still learning it today. No matter what comes my way, I know where my hope comes from. It comes from Christ. So this week, choose more light, choose hope, and keep moving forward.